Hello everybody. I was going to go through and do the tag for One Virtuous Woman while I'm at work. Like I do everything else while I'm at work. As you can see, I'm crocheting this here scarf while I'm at work. I think that's one of the questions. And so I'm going to go through and try to do as many of the questions as I can. How long have you been crocheting? Well, I started crocheting for my daughter when she was born, and now she's 25. So, not to be dating myself. I actually had got a book when I was younger and taught myself how to crochet. That is question number 2. Who taught you how to crochet? And I did double stitch blankets, baby blankets for my daughter. Okay, and number 3, what's your favorite hook size? I call him Mr. J because it's a J hook, and if you see any of my videos, everything I do with a J hook, and this is him. I love him. I have a couple of other hooks, but I don't really like them much. I have a K and this really fat hook I don't never use, and I have a 4.5. Hold on just 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I have the fatter hook. I don't know what it is. It says number 4 is what's your favorite brand of hook? I don't know what this is. I went to Michael's. Oh, might as well a boy hook. Boy hook? Yeah, boy. I think that says boy. It's the only one I use. So I guess he would be my favorite because it's the only one I use. Number 5, what's your favorite yarn? I actually like the chunky yarns better. When I started back to crocheting, I actually started loom knitting first because my daughter bought me some looms, the hat looms for Christmas, and I started with that, and I really like them, but they're soft and they're faster. Acrylic is always smaller. As you can see, it's tiny. I hate doing anything with this because it takes forever. But the chunky yarn seems like you do a project and it's over like that. Number 6, what's your favorite pattern? Right now, I'm on my 3rd scarf of this ripple stitch that Mikey showed me. So I wouldn't say it's my favorite, or do I have a favorite? Whatever comes to my mind. I don't never really stick to a pattern anyway. I see what I like and then I switch it up. I don't have a favorite pattern right now. Maybe later on I might, if I crochet a couple more years, but right now I don't have one. Who's your favorite crochet guru? I like both the Teresas and Mikey. Hold on please. I'm back again. So those are the people that I've been looking at on YouTube so far. I tried to do the I would want to say shawl, but it's not a shawl. What did you do? You did a shrug. Can't do it with all my kids in the house running around. They won't let me. Number 8, what are you inspired by? Colors. When I go to the yarn store, I see the yarn that has, I like the multicolored yarn, and I buy them, and then I buy a solid color to go with them, and then from there I go to figure out what I'm going to do with them. Number 9, what do you use for a stitch marker? I don't. If it come out right, it come out right. If it don't, I try it again until it do. I just can't do it. I tried to do some things with the little stitch marker. I used a piece of yarn, and I can't do it. I just can't. But so far, I haven't really had the need for a stitch marker. So, like the hat I did around, and I kept going around, and when I figured out where to stop and add the other color, I was like, I don't have time. Number 10, what was the highest amount you paid for one skein of yarn? $4.99. What was I thinking? Because I thought they were on sale for $1.99. I went to Michael's the first time I got my looms. I went to Michael's and everything was $1.99. And so I bought like a bag full, one of those big bags full of yarn, and went back to go get some more because I didn't have enough, and it was $4.99. Now, that kind of hurt my feelings, but I needed to finish what I was doing, so I bought it. And number 11, how many times have you redone a project before you got it right? What was the last thing I redid? Oh, that green purse. I started with a circle and tried to add it to a knitted hat loom. I used a large loom to make a hat, and I wanted to put a flat bottom on it, and it wouldn't work out for me. So, as you can see in the tutorial for my flat circle, that's what I wanted to do, and nobody would tell me how to do it, so I got really flustered and took it apart a couple of times. It ended up crocheting the whole bag. Number 12, do you know how to read a pattern? I sort of know how to read a pattern, but they make my head hurt. I can't do it. I tried. Then they don't make sense half the time. Like the bottom of my purses, I got off this pattern for this other purse, which my purse don't look nothing like those purses that she did. But her pattern was wrong. It didn't make any sense. So, number 13, how do you feel when you are in a yarn store? Every time I go in there, I say, I gotta go get some black, or I gotta go get a color to go with this color.
Okay, I left off at number 8. I am inspired by any colors that I see when I go into the fabric store, Michael's. I go to Michael's. I want to go to the other store, but I haven't never been there. But I see the multicolored line, and then I always figure, well, there's something I could do with that, and then I always get something to offset it. So that's what inspires me. Pretty colors. Number 9, what do you use for a stitch marker? I don't use no stitch marker. Stitch markers make my head hurt, so nope, I don't use them. I tried. Number 10, what is the highest amount you paid for a skein of yarn? I paid $4.99 because I ran out of it, and it was a $1.99 when I first bought it, and then when I went back to get another one, the price went up. Blew my mind, hurt my feelings. Number 11, how many times have you redone a project before you got it right? I redid a purse like 6 times until I said forget it, and then I just crocheted the whole purse because I was trying to put a knitted hat off of one of these onto a crochet bottom. Didn't work itself out. Number 12, do you know how to read a pattern? Yes, I can read a pattern. Some of them tend to not do what they say they're supposed to do, and so they irritate me. I don't use them. Okay, 13, how do you feel when you are in a yarn store? Express how you feel. I go in there to get one thing, and then I lose my mind and come out with a bag full of stuff. So I have to go at lunchtime so I won't overdo it. Number 14, do you have a lot of yarn but still feel like it's not enough? You know, I go in the store and I buy 2 of each thing, and it's never enough, and you always have to go back. 15. Do you think you're a yarnaholic? At this particular moment, maybe, because I have a room full of yarn and it's everywhere. 16. Have you ever freestyle crochet? That's the only way I know how to crochet. I pick a pattern I like, add some stuff to it, pick another pattern, mesh them together, and bam, there you go. Express how you feel when you are counting in crochet if somebody interrupts you. I don't count. I make it as long as I want it, and then I work from there. I can't really take time out to count them. If it goes past 30, ain't no way in the world I'm finna count. It's not finna happen. I actually, most of the time, all the stuff that I've done, I don't count. But it works itself out, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Do you dream about crochet? I dream about what I can make with crochet, how it will turn out, what colors look best together, and stuff like that. 19. Do you drive and crochet? I have usually 6 kids, 4 to 6 kids in my car. No. I cannot get pulled over by the coppers or careen into the center divide. 20. Do you crochet at work? At the beginning of the video, I was at work. I crochet almost every day at work. Yes, I do. It is wonderful. Number 21. Do you dislike it when you have a simple pattern but it is hard to follow? I don't go by patterns. I take certain parts from patterns and make my own. My mind cannot wrap around sticking to a pattern, so no. And number 23 is how many unfinished projects do you have? I have about, at this particular time, I have about 4 or 5, maybe 6. I don't know yet. I gotta count them and get back to you. And 24, last but not least, it says, do you travel with your hook and yarn? This is Mr. J, and me and Mr. J go to work every day. Even though that rhyme wasn't meant to, but it did. Every day we go to work. Mostly every day. Because I like to get some things finished. Okay, Mama. Thank you. Get your towel. So that's my tag, y'all. Hopefully you can hear me because I done tried this 5 times. And now my kids are starting to bother me. So I gotta go. Bye, y'all.